Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. In the last episode, we had a shopping day with the girls, because, the episode before that, MC told Sayori that, we're kind of similar, you and I. She did not like that. So, she was not a fan of that, so, I kind of ruined a little bit of that stuff. But, we just kind of spent the whole day kind of shopping, and then we talked with Natsuki as well. I think we talked with Natsuki and we talked about our relationship with each other, how our feelings about one another, and that kind of happened. And oh right, and Sayori didn't go to school today, so now we're going to go check up on her right now. And basically, really all that really happened. So I think so far. Yeah, we're slightly worried about Sayori, but we're trying to make sure we don't come off too strong. And apparently there's someone's behind us, so we don't know who that is. I'm gonna take a guess and say it's Sayori, but maybe it's like, I don't know, Yuri. Or Master Chief, I don't know, we can only figure it out now. After changing into something more relaxed, I close the front door behind me and... Hey! Damn it, it's not Master Chief. Oh. He's waving at me and coming my way, which makes me feel incredibly happy for some reason. What do you mean for some reason?
Zero, I'm so happy to see you. It feels like it's been forever.
I'm happy to see you too, but it's only been a few hours.
It felt like an eternity.
I see. You feeling okay now? I know you said you didn't feel like getting up today.
Yeah, the rain clouds are very intense this morning, so I decided to stay home.
Ah, I understand. Well, you up for a chat now? I don't mind.
You read my mind.
There and I sit down on a bench nearby and take in the autumn air.
How was your day at school?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. You'll be happy to know that I'm passing all of my classes now, by the way.
Really? That's awesome. I'm really proud of you.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
Seriously though, that's great to hear.
Not in the clear yet. Some classes I'm barely passing, but it should be all good if I keep up the good work.
Because you stopped worrying so much about me.
What? No, it's not really like that.
It is, but that's okay. I'm glad to see that you're improving your grades.
I was about to say, that's a good thing. like, why are you like, no, it's not like that. I'm still over worrying about you. It's like, no, Sarah, you don't understand. I'm still in the rut of worrying about you. Just, like, I'm pretty sure she isn't saying that you stopped entirely. She said so much, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it does feel less stressful now. Knowing I'm passing anyway. But listen, Sayori, pauses. Sayori looks into my eyes intensely. Felt kind of weird without you today.
Huh? It did? You were texting me all day, silly.
Still. Sorry, I know I'm being too pushy. Just thought I'd let you know how I felt.
You're not being too pushy. It's okay. I was alone in my own thoughts for a long time today. I realized I still feel really guilty about making everyone feel so bad. But for some reason, I also realized that it's okay.
What's okay?
You feel scared for me.
I do feel scared. Quite a bit. Sayori sighs and looks away from me.
I understand now. What I did must have been very scary for you. For everyone.
I see. I don't want it to come across as me worrying too much or anything. I just wanted to say how I felt.
I know. I'm saying how I feel too. Saying I should have been more understanding of why you're always so protective and worried about me. It took me a very long time to barely start learning that.
Well, it took me a long time to understand that you sometimes need space. It's been really tough trying to find a balance between being there for you and giving you time to yourself. I think that's why I was so frustrated last week. I'm not really good at these kinds of things.
Me either. But we'll figure it out together, right?
Yeah, I like the sound of that. And hey, listen, think back to that day. The day I told her I loved her. Shared a hug together. Talked to her like I knew what I was doing. Because the truth is, I was afraid. I was afraid of what would happen if I didn't tell her I loved her. Those are my true feelings. So, no way you could like me more than I like you. Should have realized it sooner. Spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, having fun with you every day, it helped me realize you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Did I mean any of that? I'd like to think a part of me did.
Zero, you okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. Remember the day I told you I loved you? We had an agreement to start over from scratch, right? There's something that I wanted to try and redo. Something that I've always wanted to redo since that day. And I nearly never got that chance. Nervously hold out my arms, inviting her for a hug.
I've thought about that too.
Sarah accepts my invitation and wraps her arms around me tightly.
This is really nice. You're right, I would have missed this. I remember feeling so empty, even when I held you like this. But I don't feel that anymore. This feels genuine.
I gently tighten my grip around her. She follows suit. Surge of emotions begin to flood over me. Even in this moment, I still remember the darkness that almost took her away. That unimaginable pain that pushed her over the edge. And yet, here she is in my arms, alive and fighting. Somewhat bittersweet juxtaposition. The fear of losing her is still here, but the hope of her recovery is just as strong. Feel the gentle rise and fall of her breaths, the warmth of her body, and the weight of the journey we've been through together. I feel like this hug we're sharing represents more than just a hug. Testament to the bond we formed when faced with darkness. I'm here for you, Sayori. We'll work together on this. This time, I truly do mean it. I also promise to take care of myself, too. I know it's hard to juggle all these feelings on a daily basis. So if you do need space, never feel afraid to let me know. I trust you.
Thank you, Zero. I'll try my best for you.
No, don't try your best for me. Do it for you, too. Really apart from each other. Space between us feels different somehow. Feels lighter, filled with some newfound resolve.
You give really nice hugs.
Well, I guess I get a lot of practice.
You're too funny, Zero. I'm going to go home now. See you tomorrow.
I wave goodbye to Sayori and head home myself. So that was actually interesting that he did bring up the I love you and like whether or not he did mean it, because I think that is like a okay, yep, back to Monica. I figured that's what the long dissolve usually means. Yeah, it's like that was interesting because yeah, I do like that he's questioning it, because in my personal opinion, in the base game, every time the I love you in that like moment always felt like bullshit to me. It always felt like bullshit because it's like, dude, you're about to kiss another girl that you just started fucking hanging out with, and suddenly you're just like, it's all clear to me, Sayori, I actually love you too. Like, it always seemed like it was supposed to be bullshit. Like, because I always hear people say, I love you is a better option than you're always my dearest friend. And I'm like, no, they're both shitty options, and I don't think either of them are better than like any of them. Because in my opinion, I love you, you're clearly lying to her, and I think Sayori knows this. Like, she clearly knows you're lying to her. You're not fooling anyone. Like, and you're not even fooling her either. Like, at least with you'll always be my dearest friend, at least you're telling the truth, even if it's a hard truth to swallow. Anyway, time for Monica.
Shit. What happened? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just nearly trapped. Never sworn like that before. I try to avoid doing that. Not very ladylike, if you ask me. Are you sure you're okay? Positive. Let's just get to your place, You don't want it to get dark. Right. I haven't experienced pain like that in a while. It came so suddenly, too. But nothing I've gotten used to by now. Still somewhat surprised that Yuri let me come over to her place for some tea. When I first met her, she was very closed off and distrustful of everyone. Really opened up these last few weeks. Still can't tell if this was because the game changed drastically or at some point, or if it never changed at all. And things were always meant to be this way.
Okay, I was about to say, why is she walking with Yuri? I was like, I don't think there was any indication that this happened. And I'm like, okay, because she invited her over for tea. Because at least I don't remember her talking about going over to Yuri's house.
Yuri invites me in her home after walking a few more blocks. Wow. I'm absolutely stunned. This world never ceases to amaze me with all of these new interiors. It's not much. I decorated as I saw fit. It's a lovely place. You live here all by yourself? Is it that obvious? Call it Club President Intuition. Scratch my head nervously as Yuri gives me an inquisitive look. I do live here on my own. I was very fortunate to have someone in the family pass it down to me. Ah, I see. I understand then. No need to get in any more details. Right.
I was about to say, couldn't she just say that Natsuki told her? Because, I mean, obviously Monica would have known this information. Obviously, she's trying to hide the whole, like, I already knew this because I was club president. But it's like, oh, I know, Natsuki told MC. Hold up. I don't think she told Monica. Never mind. Okay. Sorry. My bad. I was right. Natsuki told MC that. She did not tell Monica.
Right. Let me get the tea started. Marie scurries off to the kitchen gracefully. Still as shy as ever. Probably not very used to having someone over. But I guess that makes her more like me than I previously could have guessed. Yuri lives the farthest away from all the other members, so she doesn't have an easy way to hang out if she really wanted. Take one more glance around the room before inviting myself to sit on her soft brown couch. I think I brought this along. Already planning ahead for this, I brought along my casual outfit to change out of. Yuri, may I borrow your bathroom? What? Oh, yeah, of course. As I return from the bathroom, I notice Yuri's already changed as well. Nice outfit. Thank you. It's nothing fancy. Well, it sure looks comfy. That's all that matters. Indeed. Here's your cup of tea. Feel free to have a seat. Yuri, seemingly pushing away any shred of shyness, calmly invites me to sit next to her on the couch. I carefully take a sip of my tea, allowing myself to fully embrace all the various senses that follow. The warm steam brushing against my lips, the delightful aroma, and even the slight pain that comes with it. Is this chamomile tea? It is indeed. Thanks for noticing. It's good for calming the nerves. So it works wonderfully for me. You don't need to be shy around me. We're friends, after all. I've wondered about that for a very long time. Is it because of... She only nods. I see. I should apologize again for that. No, it's quite alright. You explained yourself enough at our group therapy session. I know you didn't say much, but it told me everything I needed to know. Oh? Did it now? No offense, I find that difficult to believe. I'm well aware that your situation is something that can be discussed. I don't want to push past your boundaries. I understand. I'm just pretty certain you don't fully understand everything that I'm going through. With how distant I've made myself from others, I've naturally grown to become very observant. I'm nowhere near as emotionally in touch with others like Sayori is, but I do have some level of intuition when it comes to figuring people out. People like me just grow to notice these things. Anyway, I digress. From what I can discern, you're going through something that's deeply internalized. And I've somewhat gathered that it's related to the novel we decided to read together.
Oh my god, yeah, how did she actually put that together?
This idea of learning that all of your loved ones are just actors in a show. Your entire life was just a script, broadcast to the entire world. Such a far-fetched and unique idea, and yet it's completely plausible, isn't it? Yeah, I agree with that. But I wasn't lying when I said I could never talk about the specifics. I understand. Let's talk about something else then. Yuri's enthusiasm to continue at something else surprises me. I'm somewhat afraid that she continued to pursue, but that didn't happen. I guess even though I treated her horribly not too long ago, her compassion still holds true. Well, can't really think of anything simple to talk about. Answer on their own for ideas. There's a bookshelf seated nearby with an assortment of novels neatly organized. A bit further from that, I notice a glass case meticulously exhibiting an assortment of blades, each boasting unique shapes, sizes, and an array of captivating colors. I was looking for that. Looking for what? Tell me about that.
She said that out loud. Oh no.
I awkwardly point over to the display case. My knives? I forgot I had those there. I'm not used to having company over except for Natsuki, so... Well, hey, it's okay. I'm not here to judge you or anything. You won't think I'm weird, will you? Of course not. What kind of friend could I call myself if I came in your own home and judged you? Alright. Do you want to see one? Sure, I'd love to.
Your fucking knives are cool. So like, why? I mean, people probably have called her weird. I'm just like, bro, fucking Yuri, your fucking knives are sick as hell. You know, if she has actual detailed knives like it's described, and not the kitchen knife she pulls out in Act 2 to stab herself.
I watch as Yuri gets up and walks over to the case. With utmost care, she carefully opens the case and hovers her hand over the array of blades. Gently touches one and brings it over ever so slowly, showing just how much she reveres them. The blade itself has a black wooden hilt, smooth and polished, which contrasts with the intricate patterns on the blade itself. It swirls in waves of dark and light metals that create a somewhat mesmerizing effect. As Yuri walks over, blade in hand, a soft smile appears over her lips. I would imagine she's seen this blade a million times, and yet, the amount of admiration and fascination that's present in her eyes seems to say otherwise. I never feel somewhat captivated by her demeanor. Every single one of her actions shows just how passionate she seems to be about this craft. It was never about her self-harm issues or anything of that sort. I feel like I'm finally beginning to understand who Yuri actually is. Here's one of my favorite blades. This knife is composed of Damascus stainless steel, perfectly made of cutting all types of meat. You can see, however, that's never been used. Wow, that isn't like any other blade I've ever seen. It's amazing. It really is, isn't it? When did you start collecting knives? Was there anything that inspired you to start? I'm not quite sure. For as long as I can recall, I've never really shown it off to anybody before. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. This is honestly very cool. You really think so? Yeah, it's no different from someone collecting any other type of weapon. It's very clear you appreciate them as an art form. Yes, that's true. Would you like to see some other ones? Sure. I get up from my seat and follow Yuri back to the display case. As she returns the Damascus knife, a sense of reverence lingers in the air. Even while placing it back in the case, her actions are deliberate and gentle, ensuring that the knife was back in its place with the utmost care. So this is just a part of my collection. Some of the others are displayed in my bedroom. First, direct your attention over here. Delicately points towards a long curved sword sitting comfortably above the display case. Oh wow, this looks like a katana. Is that what it is? Well, that's not wrong. More specifically, it's called the Shingonto sword. Non-commissioned officers use these in World War II. My favorite fact about the sword is that the handle isn't actually made of cloth, even though it looks like it is at first glance. Huh? Really? Take a closer look, and sure enough, the handle actually seems to be made out of copper. Oh yeah, look at that. The sword belonged to my great-grandfather, who served in the military during that time. I've never met him, but the sword has been passed down to the oldest of the family for a few generations now. First my grandpa, then my dad, and now me. Yuri sighs as she stares intently at the sword. So much of her past is being laid out right in front of me. To the point that any doubts I have are starting to feel irrational. Yuri then directs my attention back to the display case. Ooh, I know that one. It's a butterfly knife. That's right. It's also known as a bell song. A belly song.
I don't know how to say that.
It's far from my favorite. But no knife collection would be complete without one.
Are we just hearing about Yuri's knife collection? Like, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm just... Like, I'm just sitting here, like, just have the realization, like, what has been happening for, like, the past few minutes? Are you just getting a knife lesson? You guys better pay attention. This will be on the test.
It was a blade I purchased when I was still in the manga, so even this one holds a bit of history for me. And right next to it, if you didn't already guess, is an American bayonet from World War II as well. This blade was designed to fit their rifles as well as function as an all-purpose knife. The bayonet essentially turned the rifle into a spear, allowing for effective blows to be struck in the enemy at a safer distance. Of course, well-trained soldiers will know how to combat this. Probably how my great-grandfather got his hands on one. Sure know a lot about each of these knives, huh? I'm sorry for rambling. Oh, no, I'm just impressed. This is something to be proud of. Passion like this isn't something to take lightly. You should be proud of it. Thank you, Monica. That means a lot coming from you. Just saying what I truly feel. I look back down at the display case and notice another pretty-looking pocket knife. What makes it stand out, however, is the silver handle with an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. And the blade itself is tinted a soft blue. What about that one? That one is one of my favorites. It's very special to me. It's one of the first knives I've ever owned. Oh, really? Yuri's first knife. Didn't think I'd get the privilege to see something so special today. Thanks, Monica. I'm glad you like it. Anyway, it's getting a bit late. Shouldn't you be on your way home? Place my hands on my hips and think for a bit. I'm genuinely enjoying my time here. And a nice distraction from everything. Not to mention I have to work on my poem for tomorrow as well. Actually, do you want to work on our poems together? I think it could be fun. Oh, sure. As long as you don't mind. I don't mind if you stay longer. Of course. I'm the one who offered, after all. Right.
Oh, okay. This is a cute scene. I mean, obviously, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so now is this one filler, like the shopping one? But it's like, I guess, again, these scenes are purposeful to show, I guess, Monica's growing relationship with the girls because, you know, it was a little injured before, but I don't know. Because, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that her relationship with Yuri already was kind of rebuilt by, you know, Yuri said she forgave her at the therapy session. So you can make the argument it was already kind of rebuilt there. But I guess another purpose the scene shows is it shows to Monica that, wait, these can go, yeah, this can further Monica's theory that these characters are actually just as real as her. Because remember, she still has doubts, like she's saying, that she's starting to think her thoughts are irrational about them being fake because of these conversations that they're having. So you could definitely say this scene's purpose, this scene serves that purpose to kind of further make her like skeptical about this whole thing of them not being real.
As night falls, Yuri closes the curtains and brings out a few poem writing tools. There's some paper, pens, pencils, and... Is that an aromatherapy diffuser? Yes, is that okay? It's just some lavender oil. It smells nice and can help us focus. Oh, sure, I'm not opposed to that. I actually forgot this detail about her character. Not really something she brings up often, but with how she brought it out along with all the other writing tools, it seems like this is a normal tradition for her. Yuri flips on the switch on the diffuser and sets it up nearby. In just a few short minutes, the atmosphere of the room changes as the air begins to fill with the smell of lavender. Just as advertised. Glad you like it. Let's get to writing. Yuri and I grab some pillows and move them towards the floor in order to sit comfortably on the table. I grab a pen and take a deep breath, diving deep into my head as to what I could write about. I discreetly wave my fingers in the air. Ooh. What is it? Oh, nothing. Guess I'm struggling to start, I guess. Which you don't seem to be having trouble with. I glance over Yuri's paper, which is already 3 lines long. Quickly places both hands over it. It's not ready yet. It's just a rough draft. No worries. I won't look until it's ready. While distracted, I wave my fingers in the air again to hide the console from view. I do have something else to try, but you might disapprove. Well, now you have my attention. Yuri gets up from her seat and walks to her kitchen fridge. She opens it up and... Yuri!
She getting wine?
Somewhat surprisingly, Yuri pulls out a small wine bottle identical to the one she brought to the club a long time ago. I smile thinking back to that day. Sayori got genuinely upset at Yuri for just casually bringing it out as if it wasn't a big deal. But now that I'm looking back, I felt kind of bad for her. She was only trying her best to fit in, and knowing what I know now, she was only doing it because she thought it was the right thing to do. Of course, as club president, there was no way I was going to condone underage drinking. We aren't in the club right now, are we? I'm surprised you still have that. You're a little bit of a rascal, aren't you? I wouldn't say that. Hey, I'll let you in on a little secret. I was honestly kind of curious to try it out. Don't tell Sayori I said that, though. She never let me hear the end of it. But you understand why I couldn't just let that happen, right? Of course, of course. Well, would you like to try some? I'm not much of a drinker myself, but it does help me relax when trying to write something. I should absolutely scold you for underage drinking. We could get in a big trouble for this. But I won't tell if you won't. Well, sounds good. Yuri grabs 2 wine glasses from her cupboard and brings them over to the table. I begin to feel my heart race and my hands shake as the excitement of trying alcohol for the first time begins to flow throughout my body. It's thrilling, going against what society deems to be wrong. As Yuri pours me a glass, she's as delicate as ever, knowing that this isn't the first time she's poured herself a drink. The drink itself is a dark purple, and the mere sight of it sends slight shivers down my spine, but in a good way. You know, I should probably mention that I still do not condone underage drinking. This is what they warned us about in middle school, peer pressure. You don't have to drink if you don't feel comfortable. No, I'm going to drink. I just want you to know this does not mean I'm going against my morals. Of course, Monica. Yuri sits back down on the pillow, drink in hand, and returns to her poem. I, on the other hand, am staring into my wine glass intently. I swirl it around gently, like I've seen actors in movies do. As I raise the glass to my lips, my hands begin to shiver with anticipation. The weight of the wine glass feels so foreign. Their aromatic scent now reaches my nose, a bouquet of mysterious flavors that promised a world of sensations that I've never experienced before. As the glass touches my lips, I close my eyes and let the liquid slide onto my tongue. The wine flows smoothly, leaving behind a trail of intricate flavors. First, there's sweetness reminding me of grape juice, followed quickly by gentle acidity that wasn't too overbearing. I even go as far as to say there's a somewhat luxurious feeling to the experience. Whoa, that's kinda not great. What were you expecting? I'm not sure. Guess I expected it to taste a little more sweet. I thought that at first too. It's always a bit of an acquired taste. It returns to her poem, and I figure I should do the same. Time passes and I drink more wine. I can feel my creative juices flowing once again. Perspective, introspective. Ha! I got it! Place my pen to the paper and begin to write.
Well, hopefully this doesn't end with Monica being drunk. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it would be very out of character if Monica was just drunk. Like, let's be real. If all of the girls would have the wine, Yuri and Monica would definitely know how to drink responsibly and to, like, probably stop once they feel slightly buzzed. You know, but I don't even know if they'd even get that far. Like, I think they would just drink a bit. Yuri and not Yuri. Natsuki and Sayori, on the other hand, yeah, someone might need to monitor those two.
The hours have gone by. And so a few wine glasses. I don't feel drunk, but I do feel slightly dizzy. And kind of good.
Okay, yeah, she's buzzed.
Yuri and I are back on the couch, giggling at absolutely nothing. Space back and forth, and a reserved demeanor has seemingly melted away. You know...
Okay, Yuri's drunk.
I never thought I'd see the day we'd get a bit tipsy together. You always seem like... I don't know. Me either. But... I have to say, seeing you like this is absolutely wonderful. I didn't think you had a comedic side. I'm hilarious, Monica. Watch. Watch this. The mysterious power of fermented grapes brings out the most unexpected aspects of our personalities. Where the only solution is to write a poem about it. That wasn't funny at all. What the hell was that? Yuri and I laugh ourselves silly for quite a while, to the point of getting tears in our eyes. That was good. I needed a laugh like that. Me too. I have I've been going through it, Yuri. I've been through the damn ringer. Really? Yep. My life's an absolute mess. Are you even real, Yuri?
Okay, hold up. Okay, so Monica's saying she's not drunk, but yet she's clearly drunk here. All right, well now I'm starting to. I don't. I understand the point, but I'm also like, I mean, I don't know. I understand the willingness to want to have the girls get drunk, because you know that's always the thing. Everyone's like, imagine how the girls would be like if they were drunk and stuff like that. But I'm like, I couldn't see Monica or Yuri getting drunk. I don't know. It's because like it feels out of character for like maybe Yuri getting drunk like accidentally, sure. Like I was like maybe I could see, but that doesn't even make any sense, because if we take by the argument that Yuri is used to drinking wine, as it seems like the writing was trying to allude to, Yuri getting this drunk doesn't even seem likely. Like it seems like she would know her limit. Like I don't know, it doesn't seem likely Yuri would get this drunk. And even then, Monica's even saying, because I thought Monica was being honest when it said like, okay, like, you know, I don't feel drunk, but I do feel slightly dizzy and kind of good. So I was like, all right, she'll just be buzzed. But now the way they're making her act is as if she's actually drunk. So now I'm like, okay, so was the intention was that Monica was lying, that she's saying that she actually is drunk? But then now I'm like, I wouldn't see Monica getting drunk. I don't know. I don't want to be like a stickler, by the way. I have nothing wrong with the characters getting drunk or anything. It makes sense for, you know, your characters to do things like this. I don't see Monica being the character to do this. It feels out of character to me. I don't know. It feels slightly out of character.
Are you even real, Yuri? Last time I checked, yeah. Try to poke at Yuri's left arm to confirm, but she quickly retreats and end up poking her boob. Hey, slow down, Captain. Sorry. I'm not okay, Yuri. I feel like I'm slowly dying. Drifting away. Nobody can help me, Yuri. Nobody. I am just horrible. Swing my cup around. I can't even trust myself. Can't talk to people. I can't do any of that. Let me tell you something. I'm not perfect either. You know the things I've done to myself? You're a very strong girl. But lately, I've noticed you haven't been true to yourself. Like that cut on your arm. You can't hide it from me. But the way that cut is formed, it's very obvious that it's deliberate. You're very particular about your right sleeve, too. You caught me. And another thing. You keep changing up. First you act distant, then you act rude and mean, kicking me out of the club. And now you're all nice again. You need to figure out yourself, Monica. Realize who you really are. Yeah, I guess you're kind of right. But hey! I grab my empty glass and raise it in the air. Cheers to Literature Club, huh? And to the unexpected. Cheers! Our glasses clink together and we pretend to drink. At least I think we pretend. I genuinely forgot I didn't have anything to drink. Oh, oops. Hey, mind if I stay over tonight? It's a long way home and it's very late now. Of course you can stay. I'm going to knock out right here. Mary suddenly slumps over on the couch and lightly snores. Wow, you fell asleep fast. But I'm feeling kind of sleepy too. Before I know it, my eyes slowly close themselves, and I drift off sleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There might be a good amount of people who disagree with me on that, but I don't. Cause I'll even. Okay, she checked her percentage. 75. Oh, Dream.
So I open my eyes and realize I'm laying on the floor. Place my hand over my head to try and console the splitting headache I have. What? I'm at school? Pick myself up and slowly realize I must be dreaming again. Stop in my tracks and I feel an ominous feeling in the air. Something is wrong here. Something feels off. Can't really describe the feeling. The best way I can put it is that I know the area I'm in feels familiar. Yet it also feels foreign. Like I'm not supposed to even be here. I slowly walk forward, down the hallway I know so well. Peering into each room, I find that each one is completely empty. There are no desks, no cubby holes, no chalkboards. Nothing. I look forward and try to discern any... Really something, isn't she? Quickly hide behind a wall. My heart pounds against my cheeks as I immediately recognize the voice that's speaking. Whoa, what the? I didn't type that. Peek around the corner to see that it's empty, even though I know for a fact that the voice came from down there. Whew, okay, Monica. It's just a dream. All I have to do is wake up. What is it that they do in the movies? Pinch themselves, right? Yeah, I'll... What is that? Peek over the hallway again. Still empty, but that strange sound is coming from one of the rooms straight down there. Despite my basic instincts telling me to stay put, my curiosity takes over. I slowly step forward, allowing the strange noise to guide me towards it. The room also so quiet. It feels as if my erratic heartbeats are going to give away my position. What am I even afraid of, anyway? Just a dream, isn't it? Yet at this point, I'm not even in a position to judge what reality even is anymore. Tell me, Zero. Yuri? What the hell is happening? Tell me you want to be my lover. If this is anything like my previous dream, I don't remember this conversation ever occurring. What is the... I trip over as it feels like something slammed against my chest. Oh, it's the choice prompt. That's cool. I fall over it. I fall to the floor in pain, trying to figure out what just... It happens again, but without the pain. As I come to, I hear a familiar voice again. What the hell is this? I shakily get up and... What is that? I slowly walk forward. Silence. Deafening silence. Hello? Is anybody in there? Yuri? Is that you? Hands are shaking violently as I reach for the clubroom door. I slide it open and... What the? Oh god, Yuri! I rush over and immediately place my hands on her wounds. Ah! Yuri! Yuri! I jolt upright, heart pounding in my chest. Cold sweat clings to my forehead. The remnants of the sight of Yuri cling to me like a suffocating fog. Monica! What happened? What's wrong? Monica! Panic takes over. My breath coming in shallow gasps as I try to struggle to even realize where I am. I'll help you! I'll fix this! Frantically move my right hand horizontally. Hand motion that resets lines of code. Fingers frantically scratch the open air, attempting to press keys that I no longer have access to. Come on, come on! Monica, you're dreaming. Wake up! Reset! Reset! Fucking reset! Continue moving my hands. Open. 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 Open, 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 open. Monica? I rush over to Yuri, wrap my arms around her. Oh god. Oh god, Yuri. Is that what I was going to do to you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay, Monica. It was only a dream. I'm right here. I'm okay. Here, follow me to the couch. That's it. Just focus on taking deep breaths. Yeah, there you go. My fingers. What's wrong with your fingers? They're numb. I can't feel them. It's okay. Just focus on your breathing. I'm right here. May I touch your shoulder? Yeah. I jolt slightly as she gently grabs my shoulder. I begin to come to my senses. I realize I'm shivering violently. You're all right now. I'm right here. Her words seep to my consciousness, grounding me in reality. My panic begins to subside. I collapse into Yuri's arms as my mind goes blank.
They're really giving us the birds chirping shit. All right, we're gonna stop here for now. Fucking man's all like, time for my good day. Swear to God, bro, I'm getting tired of MC being the happiest motherfucker around every time Monica's going through it. Anyway, but we're gonna stop it right here. Sorry, so that's interesting. So Monica's seeing things from Act 2. So despite the story of this being, the story of this was that the story of Salvation, as far as we're aware, is that Monica, she only remembers up to Act 1. So actually, no, never mind, because this is after the game, because that's why they show all the character files loading. So this is basically something, we don't exactly know, put all of the files back. Monica's file didn't load fully. There was an error of some sort with it. We don't know exactly what it was, but there was an error. And so that was what the intro we saw. So then it seems like the game was playing out normally the same way it played out before. And by that, I mean with Monica messing with it. However, something went wrong. You know, she messed up. So I'm assuming that's how the game still has all of the Act 2 like files and stuff in there, because the fact that the game is meant to always replay itself, you know, like consistently. So I guess that's how it has those Act 2 scenes. Because I was gonna say, like, how are those there if Monica doesn't remember doing that? You know, if that never happened. So I'm like, all right, I'm assuming that's how probably. But yeah, that was an interesting scene though, because that means so Monica might even see Act 3, I think, eventually soon. All right, but yeah, her percentage is going up. It's at 55 now, so ooh, things aren't looking good. I don't think she'll be able to stop that. We'll have to see what happens with her. But yeah, this is pretty good so far. Again, I'm sorry about my opinions on drunk Monica and Yuri. I don't think. Because, I mean, now, yes, of course, it's like, okay, they were like, but Zero, she could still be buzzed, you know, and stuff like that. And I understand that aspect of saying, like, she could definitely still be buzzed. I get that, but I don't think she even was. Because even when you're buzzed, you still have control over what you're saying and everything. Because, like, I've been buzzed before. Like, you know, it's like, I've been buzzed before. Like, there's still you still have some control over yourself, even if you're buzzed. The way Monica was talking with Yuri was that they were clearly drunk. Both were clearly drunk. And it feels like I said, it feels, to me personally, I feel like both Monica and Yuri wouldn't get drunk. Yuri feels like she'd get drunk if she was depressed, you know? Like, I could see that. I could see her or even Sayori. Sayori could get drunk if no one's monitoring, honestly. But I could see Yuri getting drunk if she was drinking to drink away her sorrows or something. If she was, like, depressed and they found her drunk, then sure. But I can't see Yuri, especially as they already said she's an experienced drinker. How would she get herself drunk? She would know her limit. So it doesn't really make sense to me in that regard. And Monica especially, even if this is Monica's first time drinking, I still feel like Monica would be a little hesitant to be like, okay, hold on, I'm not gonna try to do this, you know, because Monica's responsible, she's smart. You know, once she feels a bit of a buzz, I think she will stop. I feel like how that scene should have played is Yuri should have been the drunk one, sure, maybe, and Monica should have just been like hearing her rambles and stuff while Yuri's drunk, but Monica's like buzzed. And then that's how we could get Yuri's. Because I know the point of that scene was that we wanted to get Yuri to tell the truth and stuff. But I feel like there were other ways to do that didn't result into drunk Monica and Yuri. I don't know. It feels like something, it feels out of character for me, personally. But anyway, that is it. That's really only my gripe with that scene. Everything else was fine, I suppose. But that is it. If you guys want to download this mod for yourself, the link will be in the description below. This has been Zero. Peace.
Side to side.